Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. And now, your defending AFC North champion, Baltimore Ravens.
Sideline, there you see head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys winners in the season opener, but haven't won a single game since. Hoping to change that here. His counterpart on the Ravens sideline, John Harbaugh. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday night prime time. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, some strong running. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the scramble. 44 yards.
First and 10 of the 24-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortune. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now back to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Harris running straight ahead. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 11 yards there, just like last play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll drop the throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 39-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Jerry Judy. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll set up a throw. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and
they'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
first down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
It's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. But so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll look to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 25-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll toss to Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
He'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, Doug. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
It's 2nd and inches.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a quarterback sneak.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a hole at the end of that one. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the Ravens' 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Mike Green just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front.
You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it.
For them, 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it and move forward pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line.
62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The bus had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You've got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
Looking middle, and that's complete. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or creep or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Back to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Out quickly to Judy.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here.
That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
A A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he stopped immediately there. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
out of the gun now on third down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
40-yard line.
An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. They'll try it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Third and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Browns
First down, and they go back to Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Jenkins going to run it out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Good for a Browns first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, it's offense. They've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. But he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
18. Browns 15.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
To number 89. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Cleveland.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's 3rd and 7.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side. Right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Ravens taking the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to the right side and complete to the Joker. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and do that. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The Ravens offense back out there. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead, but whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And they'll begin by running the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll run on the ball. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
39-yard gain on the play. First down.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. Able to push his way through. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Browns first down.
Back to throw again. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
A loss of a yard.
He'll look to throw. Open man. He completes it to Judy. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
32.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.